No, and I know you have some product previews to go through with us, but I did also have to touch on the fact that I know that in another conversation at San Diego, you were dropping some pretty big Silverhawks names too. So I know that everybody has their wants for that. I think mine is that we're probably due another Silverhawks pre-order here pretty soon, right?
Yeah. Why don't I do this so I can tell you exactly when it is? Hold on.
Oh, all right. Yeah, because there are some good names falling out on that one.
Let me do this here. I need to remove.
Because while you're doing that, I will say one of my other, I don't want to say it was a surprise, but it was just like a moment of clarity that came with the release of your Silverhawks convention exclusive with that vac metaled Monstar. It was like that makes me just seeing it and now having it made me travel back in time to the 80s and be like, why didn't they do this with the original figure? Because red vac metal is pretty badass looking, and that just took an already, one of the biggest Ultimates figures that you guys have done, imposing, and made it so much cooler now that he's got the vac metal finish on him. I think that's my favorite version of Monstar that you guys have done now.
I'm trying to look on all of this, and I'm looking at it wrong. I thought it was very soon, but I am not. Let me see if it's this way. Hold on. It may have shifted. Because it gets sorted by how they come to market too.
Oh, right on.
So Silverhawks Wave 7. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Talking about Silverhawks Wave 7. Yep. It is, but it looks like they've shifted it to an in-stock release versus a pre-order.
Oh, really?
And so in that regard, as of today, I'm seeing two different dates. It looks like they're saying the on-sale date in hand. So it won't be a pre-order. It'll just be like, cool, things are live. You can order it.
Whoa.
Is 1/1. But that's what it says. But then I also have a pre-sale date of August, but I know it's not coming live in August because I think they shifted it to
instead of pre-ordering it, it's an in-stock type of thing.
It's in stock only. So instead of having to, I believe like with it, we went ahead and if it's unlike the other things, like we went ahead, we're tooling, we're going to make, we're shipping, we're delivering, and we're just saying this is the quantity rather than like, hey, we're going to make to order. We're saying this is what we're making, and here it is. It's available today. You can get in on it. Wow. At that point, then it pushes out to January 1 is when it's available.
Okay.
But it could move around a little bit.
Okay. Now for stuff that you would handle, like like you said, because having to time in stock, on sale, there's a lot of coordination that goes on with that, because it's not just saying, hey, here's.
Well, and I think what's happening too is it's saying 1/1 now, and I believe it was originally like late November, but it's slid out a hair bit. I know there's been a couple things of like, same thing we talk, is it going to land in this financial year, or is it going to land in next financial year? And I think cautiously they've said it's landing in next financial year, but it can always move forward if production goes quicker.
Gotcha. Right on. So with something that isn't like an in stock, because I mean, having a what I consider to be one of the main Ultimates lines, having a wave that goes in stock, will you guys be like talking about it or previewing it ahead of time, or will it just be like, hey, here's the next wave, it's on sale now on this today, and here we go? Or
no, we'll definitely be previewing it and talking to people about it ahead of time.
Cool.
It's it's sort of like, but not exactly the same as what's happening with the Thunder Tank for Amazon.
Okay.
Like it's on pre-order right now, but like it's shipping to everybody in October. Like it's not waiting that long. It's actually, I think it's shipping to everybody in October, but I think like it's landing in our warehouse in like a few weeks, but then we've got to get it, then we got to coordinate everything with that. So then it's like, I think there's a 6-week time in the schedule to like coordinate and do everything, but it may also end up going earlier if everything goes faster.
Yeah.
But like, because
that was a good
big,
segue.
I was using it for the same. I brought this in here because I knew we were going to talk.
Oh man,
there's your.
It's still as big as it ever was now.
It's as big as it ever was, but now it is cartoon color accurate.
Man, the red highlights in the front and kind of that I don't know, that brighter blue on the back of it, it makes it stand out. I was wondering how different it would be and whatnot, but it is markedly different from what's sitting right here. So that's cool.
Yeah. So like this stuff. So we've been talking, I think, as we've talked too, here and there, we were talking about how on Ultimates on some of these lines, we were going to try to transition them to more of in stock versus pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
So the next wave of Silverhawks is one of those first opportunities to translate into in stock.
Cool.
So yeah, because technically we look at the Thunder Tank as being the same way. Like we could start shipping it sooner, but it's like it's pre-ordering on Amazon, but we're shipping it as soon as it arrives.
Right.
And then Silverhawks is right in the same way. There are some other pre-ordery type stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
But it's mostly focused around, there's the delayed Toho figure goes live here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple other things.
It's a couple other things that will be announced when all the marketing people say that it's time to announce.
When it's time to talk about it, exactly. And then so same thing also, and then there's your Panthro.
He looks very angry being stuck in that plastic right now. So open him as soon as you get him. So yeah,
a little less glare.
Yeah, it's cool seeing not only like the new body and build for him, but like you said, the toy version of his costume, that it's like, oh, if you try to picture it in your mind's eye, it's like, what's different? But then when you put them next to each other, there's some significant differences in there. So you guys have been building up that retro toy version collection just as much as of late. So he'll be a good addition to that for sure.
Yeah, sure. And I think people are excited about that, and it's fun.
Yeah.
So that behemoth is coming in. Silverhawks, like I said, same thing, because like I see them, I'm like, I know it's going, and then it's like, oh, that's why I'm seeing them, but they're not. Like, why aren't they where I think they are on the calendar? It's like, oh, because it's in stock now, not pre-order. Yeah. So it's a little later in the calendar, but it delivers, if you will, to customers that much sooner.
So with the toy version of the Thunder Tank and Panther, that's an Amazon, release. So it's easy to track that. Okay, I go to Amazon, pre-order that. That's where it's going to be, coordinated through. But for something like Silverhawk 7 on sale date, obviously you guys will have it for sale on your site. Is that how you're going to be working with some of like your partners to coordinate around that?
Well, there's still going to be super packs if you buy it from Super 7.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd still prefer you to buy it from your fine friends over at super7.com.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be first to market on it, meaning there's a delay between when you can buy it from us and buy it from everybody else.